I'm a Trey fan, and I'm really getting discouraged because when you look at this offseason, all the defensive pickups, they re-signed him, Brindle and Colt McKivitz.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever quarterback we have back there, because we, like you always say, we start off slow.
Yep.
So if Trey starts the season, he's doomed for failure regardless.
Exactly. Pretty much whoever wins the quarterback competition loses. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You want to lose that competition and then get your chance week 10.
Right. Man, but do you get any feel that they're really going to bring in, or with the draft picks, can they trade up to get a solidified tackle at least?
Only way I can see them getting it. Only way I can see them trading up far enough is if they trade one of two players, or if they trade a player. So I mean, Ayuk, everyone wants. I mean, the Giants want Ayuk. The Niners could probably get a late first round pick for Ayuk right now, but that's what they tried to do with Buckner, right? Like, let's trade Buckner and replace him and get someone in the draft who's just as good. Good luck with that.
If you trade Ayuk, though,
yeah,
Jawan Jennings can't fill Ayuk's shoes. You don't have anybody on the roster.
Right. No, you don't. You got gadget players. Oh, you got Danny Gray, but he can't fill Ayuk's shoes.
Right.
No.
He's off the top. He's going to take the top off.
That's it. Everyone else just does like specific little roles, but Ayuk does everything.
And one other thing, a lot of people love Brock Purdy. He did a great job. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But as the season progressed, you saw the weakness or his flaws. And I think he really maxed out where he could be. And while, yes, we were winning games, it's not always going to be that easy.
They scored 19 points in the NFC. It scored 19 points against the Cowboys. 19.
Right.
And won.
Right.
Yeah.
I still feel Trey is our best chance at quarterback, who we have right now. But like everybody says, he just got to play. But I think Kyle Shanahan, who I'm not a fan of, is setting him up for failure.
Well, yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting with this team. Not only does the offense start slow, but now they got a new D coordinator who hasn't been here.
Right.
Now you got some new players. What if the defense takes a month to find its footing? What's the first month of this season going to look like? They don't have Jimmy Garoppolo to like keep them treading water, keep them afloat. It's very new. This could be a strange season. I mean, they literally downgraded at offensive line, and It's hard to say they're better at quarterback considering Brock's in a sling and Trey's, not even fully cleared, and Sam Darnold's learning the playbook. That's where they're at.
Yeah. I don't see Brock coming back at the earliest till game 5 or 6. I think he's going to be on the PUP list to start the season.
And like you said, has he maxed out what he is? What's his arm going to look like? What a defense is going to do to him when they get his tendencies. Everyone knows he rolls left. He doesn't step up in the pocket. He spins out left. Everyone knows he doesn't throw to his right.
I've been looking before I called in, the past week and a half. I've been really looking at Trey's highlights, the little that they are. But when you look back at what he's done, he's right there. He just needs the consistency of being on the field to get in the rhythm and the groove to be comfortable.
What I'd like to see is Kyle Shanahan put Trey Lance under center and let him do play action. Because to me, that's why you drafted him. He's an athlete who can get under center and do play action. Like a lot of the athletes that come out of college football come from spread offenses that don't have that. I mean, that Jalen Hurts, right? He played at Oklahoma. Justin Fields played at Ohio State. That's not what Kyle wants to do. He wants to do play action. So Trey can do it. Let him do it.
Right.
When you did it against Houston, it worked.
Right.
Whenever they've tried to run the zone read, it hasn't worked. That's not really what he did in college. He's not particularly good at it. He's not. He's not Colin Kaepernick.
Right. I look at him to a degree as Cam Newton, who runs when the opportunity is there. He's not a runner, but if something breaks down and it's open, he's going to take those 5-10 yards.
Yeah, of course.
And to me, that's all you should want from your quarterback. I don't want Lamar. I don't want a running per se quarterback.
That's all Patrick Mahomes does.
Right.
That's enough.
Right.
I mean, it's all Steve Young did.
Right.
Donovan McNabb wasn't running zone read. I mean, they didn't really have that play in the NFL 20 years ago, but still, these guys were rushing threats when we were younger without that play. And that zone read play, it's fine, but the whole thing is the element of surprise. You do it when the quarterback keeps it when you least expect it, at the goal line for a first down. Not a steady diet in the first quarter on first and second down. That's just asking to get your quarterback hurt. Stupid.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I think Kyle, and I know I'm in the minority, but I hope this is his last year if he don't win the Super Bowl. Because like I said, he's wasted a whole roster, 7 years, and nothing.
Trent Williams' career. George Kittle's career. Like, dude, you got to seal the deal here. I keep comparing him to Tony Dungy. And it's like, well, Tony Dungy was a defensive coach. Well, what is Kyle, man? He constantly built. What did he do this offseason? Defense.
Right.
Because his attitude is, I'm the offense. His attitude is, I'm the freaking offense. I'm good. Right tackle, doesn't matter.
My thing is, like I said, yeah, CMC, great addition, great running back. But if you run him into the ground by game 5, what's the point? You got Jordan Mason.
Yep.
Elijah Mitchell. Hopefully he stay healthy.
Use him. What I want to say, what's interesting is the Niners' first picks this year, their first round pick, their second round pick, their third round pick, Trey Lance, Christian McCaffrey. They've never played together. Together. I'd like to see what it looks like with those two playing together. I feel like Trey Lance, if he lines up in the shotgun and they think it's his own read and he just hands off every time, this team could be like the Bears. You know, they could rush for 5-6 yards to carry. They could rush for 3,000 yards with Trey Lance not just being a decoy. Because now you got to, because you saw what happened when he was in the shotgun and all eyes were on him. Yep. Even though he's not Justin Fields. So you could use that against defenses. I think that would be, I'd like to see what that does to the Niners offense. Because frankly, they're a good, not great running team. The identity is they want to be a team that forces you to commit to stopping it so they can play action you over the top. Well, you don't have to sell out to stop the Niners run game. You don't have to.
You don't.
You really don't.
So one last thing. The Kubiak guy they brought in,
Darnold.
The older brother or the cousin, third cousin, whatever the hell he is.
The QB what? Kubiak.
Is he going to be the OC? The coach they brought in
the pass game coordinator. He's the new Bobby Slowick. Yeah.
But Kyle's still going to call the plays.
Of course.
Yeah.
So he's like the game planner. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is what we're going to do this week. This is what I watched on film. Okay. So that's another reason the team could start slow. Another guy there, another pass game coordinator, another quarterback. Right.
I ain't gonna hold you, man, but thank you for taking my call.
Of course, good to see you, man. Take care.
All
right. Mikey, you're next. Then Niner Gang. Although Niner Gang, you're gonna have to put your. I saw you yesterday. You're gonna have to put your camera on. There you go. Just a second. Nathan says I saw a stat that Niners. We got you. Flavor Reborn says I agree. Juice should have 2-3 targets a game. Yup. Agree. Mark Saucedo says Drake Jackson working hard right now. He knows what he got to do. I'm not saying he's not going to work out. Is he the edge rusher the Niners need, or is he more of an interior rusher who could be part of the, he might be a better third down rusher than Armstead at this point. Right tackle and kicker has me worried. Fernando. Juice is a dog. Yeah, he is. Crazy E-Man only signed for $6 million for a year. Crazy to me. Haven't heard any news on Gould since I heard they were talking to his agent. It doesn't seem like the Niners are offering any more big deals. Lamar, thank you very much. Purdy has it. Rod Simmons says, Grant, is the running back stable good enough? Top 2 guys get injured a lot. Mason doesn't get to eat. I like Mason. I think he lost his job at Georgia Tech because Jahmyr Gibbs came. And now Jahmyr Gibbs is a first-round pick. I feel like Jordan Mason is, if he were in this draft, would be one of the better running backs in this draft. He's really good.